Creations. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. We are halfway through the week. Um, Welcome to my live. And if you happen to be watching later, welcome to the replay. My name is Robin, and I'm with Robin's Egg Blue Creations, and I'm also an independent designer with Couture. If you are looking for easy to use, easy to clean, inexpensive DIY projects and products, you are in the right place. So once you hop on the live and or the replay, say hi in the comments or hashtag replay. Let me know that you have hopped on and where you are watching from. I do want to let you know that I'm live in 3 locations this evening. So if you hear, excuse me, if you hear me refer to a comment that you don't see in your comment feed, that person may be watching from a different platform. Also, if you are watching from my private Facebook group, there is a permission link in the description of the video. If you click that link, that just gives StreamYard permission to pin your profile name and pic to your comment. You can choose not to click the link. That is a-okay. Just know that your comment will show up as Facebook user. Excuse me, in my comments. I'll still interact. I'll still say hi. I'll still answer any questions. I just may not know who I am interacting with. With that, and as always, if you like what you see during the project and think others should see it, please feel free to spread the craft love all over Facebook and YouTube. That is how that is how new people find me. That's one of the ways new people find me. And as always, again, if you like what you see, also hit that heart button, thumbs up button, turn on your notifications and or subscribe if you're not already a subscriber if you're watching from YouTube. And with that, I think I'm going to check the comments. I see that Jason is watching from the other side of the door, and as others come in, I will be sure to say hi. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera and we'll get this project started, since I seem to have long projects. I have to get a little drink. Sorry about that. So per the title of the video, we are using the size B country church transfer. So this is a silkscreen reusable transfer. It is reusable about 8 to 12 times depending on how well you take care of it. And there's a pen. So because it's reusable, and I'll need to make sure that I put it back on. Let's do something different today. So I know I need to put it on back on this carrier sheet. I'm going to write the name, goodness, of the transfer on the back of the carrier sheet or the backer sheet. That way, when I'm ready to put it away, it goes on this side, not the other side. You'll also notice that there are some cut lines. You can cut these apart so that they're all in different little pieces. I, however, like to keep my backer sheet intact so pieces aren't falling behind others, and I know exactly what pieces go with this transfer. So I'm going to keep them together on the backer sheet, but I'm going to lift this portion of the transfer up, put my transfer trimmers or my scissors under, and I'm just going to score down those trim lines. That way my transfer is still cut apart, but my backer sheet is in one piece. I ended up with way too many little pieces of backer sheet, and it just was too many to keep track of. And then you don't know what pieces go with what if something gets lost or left out. So this way I know what's what. Let's just cut this last piece off. So this transfer has quite a few little pieces. So if you look at it, here's the doorway. So it goes right in there. The doorway has an opening, so it has a little window which would go in that opening. You might be wondering what these little pieces are. Well, that's the door handle, the little ring handle. And then these 2 pieces are hinges to the door. And then you can build a topiary with the box and the bush. And then there is a phrase. It says, "May the joy of the season fill your heart." So you can make this a Christmas design, or it can be just a regular everyday church design. We're also going to be using the complementing chalkable shape. This is sold separately, but it fits perfectly with the transfer. I'm just going to put this to the side. There are also digital files that go along with this. You get the church in the door as a digital file, so you could cut this out with your Cricut or your Cameo or your brother's Scan and Cut. Or if you have a laser, you could cut it out with that. You could cut it on felt, paper, lots of other things, vinyl. And my surface is going to be, I'm going to be chalking on the shape, but my larger background surface is going to be one of the double-sided box frames. This is a 5x12 box frame. Make sure I grab the right one. Yep. So you can either use the light wood grain side or you can use the dark side. I think I'm just going to use this side, and then the box frame is just going to fit perfectly, like right there. And then I also have some scrapbook paper that we're going to cut down, and I'm going to glue it to the inset of the frame. So I think that's what we're going to do first. So I think I'm going to cut my paper down to 5x12. But I definitely want to make sure that 12 is definitely the ballpark. Okay. And I got this at Hobby Lobby. It is on sale this week. So instead of 69 cents, it's like 35 cents, I think. I believe it's half off. So I'm going to flip it around. I'm going to measure it at 5. Roughly. Oops. Oh, that worked. Okay, so let's see if it fits. Should fit almost perfectly. Just go. I need to take a little bit of a trim off the side. If I can get it out. Now that I've gotten it stuck down in there. Okay, let's just take a skosh off. And if you have to take a skosh off, the best thing to do, and I learned this from another paper crafter named May Made. She's May Made It on YouTube. Just going to take a skosh. If I tried to take this from the top and I tried to take off that little corner, it's all just going to bunch up and be a big mess. Hey, Margie. So I'm going to what I call sink my blade in the middle. I'm going to go up from there, and then I'm going to go down. So I literally took a skosh off. But if you sink your blade first, instead of going from one corner or the other corner, it works much better, and it doesn't. Here, let me see. Let's see if I can show you. Let's see if it'll work. So if I tried to take this little skosh of paper off of this, let me see if it'll probably work great. Oh, it does. Sometimes your paper is going to bunch up because it's going to catch, your blade is going to catch that corner, and you'll just end up with a big mess of mess of paper. But if you sink your blade, it works much better. Perfect fit. So you could cheat and just use like glue dots down the edges, which I could also do. I also thought about some double-sided tape, which Let's see if I have some double-sided tape real fast. Well, I do actually. I don't know if this will come off. Let's just use, I was going to mess with Mod Podge, but I don't think I really want to. So I'm going to use some of my book tape, I think. And I'm just going to put little pieces sporadically. That way, if I ever want to reuse this surface again, it won't have paper stuck to it. Plus, Mod Podge just doesn't always it's just messy. I would say if you're giving it as a gift, or if you're wanting to sell it, I would definitely Mod Podge it. Make it very secure. But I'm not terribly worried about it. Okay. And then another tip to get these off easier is to kind of burnish them down. And then it kind of helps to release that the backer paper off of the double-sided tape. I'm just going to release these really quick. Oops, kind of wrinkling up my paper. Oh well. So how's everyone's week been so far? We are halfway through. We're on the downhill slide of the slope. Oh, I just boogered up my paper. I probably should have used Mod Podge with the way that this is going. Maybe I'll be less apt to wrinkle up my paper. Okay, now that I've totally bunged up my paper, you want to make sure your treble clefs and your bass clefs are going the right way once you put your church on. Good week. Jason says good week, but ready for a weekend. A to the men. And I'll just use my little Cricut squeegee to burnish that down. There we go. It's not perfect, but it's good enough for me because this is just going to be a display piece. So our church is going to go here. So let's do our church next. Hello, Miss Bonita. Welcome. Okay, so remember I talked the other day, if you're going to use the white chuckable shapes that are the boutique surface, because they are heavier texture than the black boutique surface, you're going to want to wax. I actually really wanted to try to, I kind of really wanted to try to sand this down to see what it looked like, but I may have to try something else. But if you're going to use the chalkable shapes, the boutique surfaces, you definitely want to wax. And you can use the surface wax. It's not my favorite though. Mine gets really hard and it gets really, that makes it difficult for me to use. So my preferred wax has always been the Minwax wax. So that's what I'm going to use. But I am using the wax applicator. So I'm just going to get a really good layer of wax on my surface. And don't forget, you still have time to participate in today's live check-in post to be entered to win the giveaway at the end of the live. Today's was kind of fun. I just about missed it though. I've learned that I have to post those early in the morning for people to see it. Okay, so I'm just kind of buffing it out now. Kind of smoothing it all out. This will help the wax or the paste from feathering and bleeding on the chalk shape. Okay, I think that's good. Put that away. Okay. And I don't think I'm going to fuzz my transfer because it's a boutique surface and I've waxed. I think I should be okay. We shall see. I may regret that, but okay. I'm going to use Bonita's tip from the other day because my chalk shape likes to slide around on this glass. But my glass helps protect my desk. Okay, so I'm going to put this on. Because I can see through the transfer, it makes it a little easier to place. That looks pretty good. Just want to make sure I get it good and burnished up here. And I need to refer to my sample pick. Okay. It's going to be fairly easy, just a few colors. I have black, and I have an apology to make. I told you the other day when I was talking about the gingerbread kit that I thought cherry was only available in singles. I forgot that it was I totally forgot that it was an in vogue color. So we're going to be using cherry. So my apologies. So we're going to use cherry on the door. So let's pull out black, which I'm about out of. Do I have another one? I do. Let's get this one out instead. Much better. Get a mini squeegee. I just prefer this size. The small one is sometimes a little bit too big and wielding for me. This one I have to do more swipes, but I'm going to start. So I just have my squeegee loaded up, and I'm just going to drag it across all of that silk screen. guess I don't really have to drag it down the door, but it's just kind of habit. I'm gonna have to wash my fuzz cloth after this. Has anybody used this transfer yet? Okay, so let's pull it off. I'm going to get the detail tool out to help me hold it down. There is our church. Okay, I'm going to put all the excess back in so we can reuse that. Plus, there will be a few things I still need to paste in black. So let's get that dried. Let me show you what it looks like. There is our church. Jason says, wow, that's a lot of detail. It is a lot of detail. I mean, look at the roof detail. Crazy. There's no way I could have weeded that out of vinyl. I don't curse much, but that would have been cause for curse words. This would have been really, really pretty in some shimmer shadow as well. Okay, let's bring in our door. And I think it just kind of fits in here. Benita says she would have just given up on the weeding. Yeah, I would have. It would have. There would have been curse words and then throwing it in the trash. I mean, I can lose the dot to the I, so I would have totally lost all of that roof detail. Okay, let's find a small squeegee or a mini squeegee. So I have cut some of my mini squeegees in half, or you can even cut them into 2/3 so you get a really skinny one and a smaller one. It just kind of helps get into some of those nooks and crannies. That was especially before we had the multi-tool. I'm just going to paste the door in cherry. So this is one of those en vogue colors. So once it's gone for the season, it's gone. It's not something that's usually kept around. Okay, so I'm going to put that over here on my table and spray it down with a little bit of water until I can get to get to the sink to clean it. Okay, so let's pull out our window. I'm going to try not to burnish all over. I'm just going to try to burnish right where that silk screen is because I don't want to push the rest of that green transfer down onto my other paste, because that's when you can kind of run into problems. That's when the back of that transfer will start to pull up some of the surrounding paste. There's our window. And then let's dry that. Sorry, my camera's kind of flickering a little bit. And then I'm going to fuzz it just a tad. Just because we're going on top of more paste. Let me get out an extra backer sheet, and that'll help protect stuff a little more. And then I think these are the hinges to the door. Super cute. Okay, let me get this dry and then I'll show you up close. I think it would be cute. I'm not going to do it, but here's an idea. You could paint some some tongue depressors white, like, and cut them into pieces, which I could maybe do that later. And then you could paint these white and then chalk brown on them. And then you could put your little topiary boxes right here at the windows, and then somehow figure out how to do the ball of the bush. Let me show you this picture. I'll download it, and then I can upload it real quick. So here is the example that I've been going off of. See how they used at the bottom. They must have cut it out of wood pieces. They probably, I'm sure, have a laser, but it just looks really cute with those dimensional topiaries at the front of the window. But you could do that probably with some tongue depressors. You could probably even cut a circle out of paper or something. Actually, I have a thought, but I'll do it. I'll maybe do a little add-on video or something. But I do have an idea. Okay, so here's what our door looks like up close with the little hinges and the door handle and the window. And so I'm literally just going to attach it. I think I'm just going to use some temporary hot glue again. Kind of been my go-to. So it's going to attach. Oops, let me go back to my comments. At the bottom, and these two little spots over here. So that's what it's gonna look like. And you know what? Let's, before I get too far, let's distress this frame a little bit. So I'm over here off of, I don't want to get all this dust all over my table. The table's dirty enough. Okay, that rusted it up a little, a little bit. Okay, let's try that again. But definitely like it all sanded up. I don't know if those glue dots will work. Okay, so let's reach around here. Uh-oh. Is my glue gun on the floor? Nope. Let's reach around here. Okay. So let's get a pencil. Okay, so I'm going to make a little mark here and here, just for some guidelines. So I know I'm gluing and taping in the right spot. Oops. Okay. let's just put a whole, since the tape won't be seen, I'm just going to tape that whole little area right there. And this is just to keep the glue, just to protect my surface a little bit. So once I'm done, I can pull the church and the tape away from my box frame, and hopefully it won't be damaged. In the process. Let's see if that's going to show. Nope. Let's. Okay. Let's tuck that down. Now, hopefully, oops, I just glued my mouse. And be careful if you get glue on your fingers and then touch your paste, because until it fully dries, it's still a liquidy glue, and it will reactivate your paste. I'm just getting a little excess glue that oozed out. Okay. That works pretty well. So there is a cute little church. Let me do it this way. There we go. There is our cute little church. Little country church. I like it. It's super cute. And you could, maybe you could, let's put this back on. Jason says beautiful. Like if you wanted to put some twine embellishment around the top, it'd be cute to make like a little canvas tag and hang the "May the joy of the season fill your heart" off of the tag. It would also be really cute to do some sort of evergreen wreath, and we do have those in the, I think they're still available on the Chalk site. I'm gonna burn my hand one of these days. I think it's still in accessories. There was the little evergreen wreath that is left over from, yeah, it's a little 2-inch wreath. I think it would look cute up here. Yeah, it's a bit too big for the door. But you could hang it maybe off of the eave. Let me show you real quick. This cute little magnetic wreath. So it's about a 2-inch wreath. So that would look really cute hanging off of the church. Like maybe probably this little eave right here or even up here. So that's super cute. Okay, let's go back here. Okay. And then I think off camera, later I'll try to figure out how to do the cheap, easy version of how to do those topiaries dimensional. So with that, if there aren't any more questions, let's go to the giveaway, the gift away. So Benita was our winner on Monday. So let's see who our winner is today. Make sure, yeah, you can see that. Let's remove this one. Okay, so here are our comments, and you need to go back and look at all the comments because they are hilarious. So you had to post a specific selfie to participate, and you got an extra entry for tagging someone. They don't have to participate, but if you tagged somebody else, you get an extra entry. So I've got the comments pulled up, so let's confirm those. Oops. The glue gun. Okay, so let me make sure you guys can still see it. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to hit start. Hey, Miss Ashley. Stacia is the winner. I think now that's 3 that I still owe Stacia. So I will get with Stacia later on. So congratulations, Stacia. You're our winner. Let me come over here and I'm going to screenshot that. And I will get that later. Okay, so let's stop sharing. Hey, Miss Ashley, Benita said cardboard. Are you saying cardboard for the dimensional pieces? That would work. You could even use a couple of layers of chalk suede paper. So here's the cute little church that we made out of the Country Church transfer, the Country Church chalkable shape, a 5x12 board and base, and a piece of scrapbook paper. So I will figure out how to make the little topiary trees dimensional, and I'll share that as well. Yeah, Benita was saying cardboard. Ashley says so cute. Thank you. It was fun, and it was fairly quick. Okie doke. So I'm going to hop off. If you are local to me, I will have a small display set up outside of Flipping Fabulous on Saturday from 4 until 8. It's the Salina Wine Walk that day. I'm not doing anything with the wine walk, but I will have Carrie from Flipping Fabulous is letting a few of us set up extra display tables out front. So come say hi. Come shop even if you're not participating in the wine walk. I think you're still open to come shopping downtown. Come see all the other vendors at Flipping Fabulous and some of the other shops that will be open. So again, that's Saturday from 4 to 8. Come say hi. I'll have a few things out. So with that, I'm going to hop off. I'm not going to promise a live this weekend, but I know I will definitely see you next Monday for another live. So thanks for hanging out with me this evening. I hope you have a great rest of your week and a great weekend, and I will talk to you later. Thanks for watching.